Hey guys, I recently got some shea butter and cocoa butter from my dad, and I have been putting off making a new batch of my shea butter mix. So I feel like today's the day, as you can see, my container is empty, and also decided to just, upgrade my container. So that was my old container, and that was basically there was nothing left in there. And this is my brand spanking new container. I got this container from Crazy Store, I believe. I think it was like 30 Rand or 40 Rand. It was pretty affordable. I really, really liked the top, like the lid, the way it opens, and the cute little shape. So, yeah, guys, I upgraded my little shea butter container. So, this is basically cocoa butter. So, this is the cocoa butter that oh, it's blurry. This is the cocoa butter that I got from my dad. I believe he bought it in Ghana, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna use one of them in my little recipe. And this is my shea butter that I also got from my dad. And I'm gonna use some of it. I'm not gonna use all of it at once. And I'm also gonna add some extra virgin olive oil to my mixture. So that basically helps keep the whipped shea butter. It basically helps to keep it one consistency, so it doesn't make it solidify. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So it doesn't solidify over time. So that's what the oil helps with. So now we're gonna get started. So I'm just gonna grate some of my cocoa butter into this plate because it just makes life easier. For some reason, I don't know, cocoa butter's consistency or like melting point at room temperature is totally different from shea butter's melting point at room temperature. So to make it easier to whisk together, I'm just gonna grate it. So I basically learned this trick from my mom. Yep. Shout out to my mom. Yeah. Anyway, so moving on. So I'm just gonna grate some of this with the butter knife. I mean, it breaks off pretty easily. So you're gonna see how I do that here. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that until I feel like I have enough for my batch. And then once I feel like I have enough, I will move on to my shea butter. So I just, eyeball the quantity that I think will be enough. And that's basically what you see me putting in the plate. And then once I feel like I have enough, for my batch, I'm just gonna cut my shea butter into smaller pieces just so that it breaks up, or what's the word? I'm able to mix it up faster, and then yeah. So that's basically why I'm cutting it up, to make it whisk easier. And then I already have the cocoa butter in the bowl, and now I'm adding the shea butter into the bowl. And then the last ingredient is the olive oil. So now I'm gonna add some extra virgin olive oil. So I'm adding about 5 tablespoons. Again, I'm just eyeballing my measurements here. Like, this is not an exact science. I'm just going with the flow and going with, how much I think looks right. And yeah, so there's no science behind my portions or my so don't ask me about measurements because I don't even know. I'm just guessing here. I basically pull out my hand mixer, my cake mixer. So, and then I just whisk everything together until it's smooth and fluffy. And yeah, in the beginning it is kind of difficult because I don't know, everything was just splashing out of the bowl and I was making a mess. But can y'all see this? See how everything is just splashing out the bowl? But anyway, I eventually got a hang of it. And yeah, I was basically just using my hand to try and, guard the mixture and make sure like it doesn't like go flying out the bowl. But yeah, I feel like everything has already flown out the bowl at that point. So, it doesn't matter now. So yeah, I just kept mixing it until I feel like I've gotten everything, sufficiently mixed. And then once I feel like everything is mixed well, then yeah, that's pretty much the end result. So as you can see, it's nice and light and fluffy. And I just pour it into a container. So I poured some into my container. I didn't fill up my container because I decided to do a giveaway. So yeah guys, I decided to give some of my shea butter mix to a lucky winner, a lucky subscriber. And I have a few questions. Here are my questions. The first one is, what is my favorite hairstyle? The second one is, what is my favorite product to use? And the last question is, how long have I been natural? So for that question, you just give me the amount of years. You don't have to be like 5 years and 2 months. You can just say 5 years, okay? If you can get those 3 questions right, and if you live in South Africa, you might just be the lucky winner for this giveaway. Okay guys, so yeah, and obviously you need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. And I mean, like, seriously, you can't just be out here trying to win goodies and not be subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed, make sure you get all 3 questions right, and also follow me on Instagram. So yeah, that is pretty much it guys. And this is basically my new recipe. The cocoa butter in there, like, it doesn't give my mixture a overbearing cocoa buttery smell. It's just right. So it's kind of subtle, but like not too subtle. But yeah guys, that is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.